Hi everyone. First of all, thanks to the KKR management for providing this opportunity to take part in this event of KKR mock auction. So straightforward, I will move to the plans that I made, which might be helpful for the KKR management in the upcoming auction. So we have a purse left of 48 crores, and we have four players which we have retained, that is Venkatesh Iyer, Andre Russell, Sunil Narine, and Varun Chakrabarti. And as per the analysis and the plans that I formulated, I think 6 crores is the minimum amount of budget that is going to be required for the reserve players. So that makes the amount to 42 crores for choosing rest of the 7 players for our starting 11. So the first plan that you see over here is created on the idea that Shreyas Iyer will be our captain and will go out for Shreyas Iyer. And he's the number one pick that is available for the captain spot in the auction. And he's a very young and enthusiastic player, has proven records both at the domestic and the international level and also at the IPL level. So I think Shreyas Iyer should be our captain and we should go all out after him. And so I have allocated a budget of around 16 crores. He might be sold around the price of 14-15 crores as well, but I've allocated some higher budget so that we should be able to get him. So rest of the combination will be built on the idea that Shreyas Iyer is our captain and he will take the number 4 spot in the batting order. So we already have our opening batsman Venkatesh Iyer. Along with him, I would like to have someone who has good experience, who can give good start consistently and as well as keep wickets as well. So Quinton de Kock is a very good option for this spot, and I have kept a budget of around 4.5 crores. If we do not get Quinton de Kock, we have to look for backups such as Johnny Baristo. But Johnny Baristo has certain problems, like he might not be available for the later part of the IPL, and that might prove to be a problem, and we have to rely on our backup option. So in that case, Varisto is our second choice, and third choice will be KS Bharat. That will be an Indian wicket keeper, but we need to have a wicket keeper in this combination, and it will be KS Bharat. He is a very promising wicket keeper, and he represented the Bangalore franchise in the last edition, and he played some good knocks. So we can invest upon him. He also kept wickets for the Indian cricket team, though he has not earned a cap for him till now, but he is going to get chance soon in the Indian Test squad as well, and he is a very good option as an opener as well. So number one, number two is discussed. Number three option will be Rahul Tripathi. This will be the number one choice because of the consistent runs that he has been scoring in the last season. He has been top scorer for KKR, one of the top scorer for KKR as well in the last season. And I have allocated a budget of 3 crores because of the budget constraint that we have. If we do not get if we do not get Rahul Tripathi, then we have to look for other options like Nitish Rana. Nitish Rana can also play the number 3 role. He can play innings of 20-30 runs consistently, and he can score run at a higher pace as well. He can hit sixes as well. He's a good hitter of the ball as well, and he can sometimes come into ball 1 or 2 overs as well if required. So Nitish Rana brings in those options, and he can be the number 3 if Rahul Tripathi is not available. Other option will be Manish Pandey. He's a very good pick at this position as well because he can score at the strike rate of 120 to 130s, and he can score 30-40 runs consistently, and he can also act as the vice captain of the team. So in cases where Shreyas Iyer is not available due to some injuries or some certain region, he can be the acting captain of the team. So Manish Pandey was a part of the KKR setup previously, and he has good stat as a KKR player as well, so we can invest upon him for this spot if he is available at a range of 3 crores. If not, we have to look for other options like Dinesh Karthik and Robin Uthappa. Both of them are veterans of IPL. Even though they are a little bit higher on age, but they bring in experience. Robin Uthappa played very well in the limited chances that he got last time for CSK. He played important innings for them. And Dinesh Karthik, though consistency has been a problem, but experienced player can come good at any stage of the tournament. So he is also a good option. If we do not get any one of them, we can go for Yash Dhul. He is the under 19 Indian cricket team captain, and he has a knack of scoring runs. He scores runs consistently, and he can be a very good investment considering him as a future prospect. We don't know 6-7 years or 5 years down the line if he's performing well, we can consider him as the next captain after Shreyas Iyer if he goes in stretcher during that time period. So he can also be a good captain, and the price range will also go down. Like it will go down to the range of around 2 crores if we are going for year two from 3 crores. So This will give us a higher budget for the rest of the players. Now coming down to the next spot, number 5, it will be Andrew Russell. Why at number 5? Because I want him to get some time, get settled, and then he can go berserk in the later part of the innings, and where he can score 18, 20, 15 run overs at his will in the last part of the innings. So he needs some time to settle in. So Andy Russell should go in at the number 5 spot. Number 6 spot is a very interesting player, that is Shah Rukh Khan. He will be the choice of many of the franchises for this position in this year auction, because of the stats and record that he has shown in this year domestic season, and he can be a finisher as well. Last time he got around 5.8 crores in the auction, and this time it is going to be higher, only going to be higher. So if we can get him around the price range of 8 crores, he will be a very good pick, considering that he will be a player for the future season as well. He can turn out to be a very good finisher. He can bowl as well. If we do not get Shah Rukh Khan, then we have to explore other options like Kunal Pandya. Kunal Pandya is an excellent all-rounder as well. Kunal Pandya can score 20, 30 runs every matches. He can give you 4 over spells every matches at the economy of around 7.5, 7, 8. And he has the experience of playing in Mumbai. So that is another added advantage that he can bring in, and he can play different kind of innings. He can play a fast innings, he can play a slow innings. So I remember that Kunal Pandey playing one of the most important innings in a final with Pune, where the top order did not perform as per expectation, and he took the innings forward and won the match for Mumbai Indians. So he's a very important player, and he can serve that at number 6 role as well. If we do not get Kunal Pandya, then we have to look for other options like Shardul Thakur or Deepak Chahar. These are less preferred option for this spot, because I guess they will fare higher in the auction, because number of all-rounder bowling options is less, and moreover they are Indian players, so their price can be higher than 8 crores, but still there is a possibility, so I have kept their name. Then the next player will be Shivam Dube. Now if we pick Shubham Dube, he's a very good player. He can bowl, he can bat as well. Consistency has been a problem, but if he comes into the group and gets his form, he can turn out to be a terrific pick for this season, and he brings all-round abilities with him. So Shivam Dube is also an option. If we do not get any of them, we can go for Raj Baba. That we can definitely get in the price range of around 2 to 2.5 or even 1.5. Then it gives us a lot of budget for investing in quality premium bowlers like Rabada. We can invest on such players, Rabada, Trent Bolt. But if we go for Raj Baba, but that is a very less preferred option. But Raj Baba is a very good player. He's an under 19 all-rounder. He broke the record of Shikhar Dhawan of the highest run scorer as an Indian in the under 19 level, and he can bat and bowl as well. He's a quality player, but he would require some development, and we would need to groom him, so it would take some time. So that is why it makes him a less preferred option at this point of time, but still it can be considered. Number 7 spot will be taken by Washington Sundar. He brings in multiple qualities. He can open the batting for you. He can open the bowling for you with the new ball. He can score 20 runs consistently in a match. He will give you economical spells. He can take 1 or 2 wickets every matches. He is a good fielder as well. So Washington Sundar is a very good choice at this point. At this number 7 spot, I guess. If we do not get Washington Sundar, because because the amount that we have kept over here is 4 crores, then we have to explore other options like Rahul Tewatia, excellent all-rounder, very good bowler, very good spinner. He has a knack of hitting sixes. He can score runs at the bottom of the order, can act as a finisher for the team, and he gives you 4 over spells consistently in every matches. So he's a very good player and can be an option in this position if you get him in the price range of 4 crores. If you do not, then we have to look for other option like Deepak Huda. Deepak Huda is a very promising young bowler. He's a spinner. He's an all-rounder. He has had a terrific domestic season, and he carries a good name with him. So Deepak Huda is another option. If you do not get Deepak Huda, then we should go for Krishnappa Gautam, who should be available in this range, I guess, because he did not get much chances in the last edition of IPL, but given the chances he got previously, he proved himself to be a good player, because of which he got good amount of money in the last versions of the auction, because he can bowl well, he can hit sixes, he can bat well. So he's a good option as well. Number 8 will be Sunil Narine. Number 9 will be Umesh Yadav, because in this combination, the budget I'm seeing for the Indian fast bowler is low. So Umesh Yadav will fare around this mark, 2.5, or at max 3, not more than that. So Umesh Yadav, we can get a 2.5, I guess, and he can. Uh, he's a very fit and agile player. There will be no issues with his fitness. He'll be available for the entire season. He is fast. He can take wickets. He will be not very expensive, bit on the expensive side, but he brings it that experience of a premium Indian fast bowler who has been part of the Indian team for a long time. And moreover, Varun Tarun is our bowling coach. So Umesh Yadav, Varun Tarun, they have been working together for a lot of time, and that combination might come good for KKR. And Umesh Yadav has been part of KKR previously as well. Number 10 spot will be Joe Hazlewood because of the spells that he has provided for CSK and the T20 World Cup. He is presently turning out to be a very good T20 bowler. He reminds me of the spell that McGrath used to create during those golden days of Australian cricket. And he has been producing similar spells in the T20 form for the teams which he have been representing. So it is expected that franchises might invest more than 4 on him, but there is an outward chance we can get him at 4 crores. So if we get, he's a very good option at the number 10 spot, and we should go all out for him. If we do not, we should go for Trent Bolt. He even might trend higher as well, but he's an excellent bowler, can bowl 4 over at the go, will be very economical, will bowl Yorkers. So he can bowl at the depth, he can bowl nicely the opening spell of an innings. So he's a very good option. Apart from that, Pat Cummins is also option, but again 4 crore will be the price for him or not, that is a doubt. It might be higher because he brings in captaincy qualities with him as well. He can score runs with the bat as well in the lower order. So Pat Cummins is another option, but other options apart from this which are listed will definitely come within the region of 4 crores. That is Lockie Ferguson. He's an excellent bowler. He bowls very good spell. He's a clever bowler. He mixes the pace of the ball. He mixes the line and length of the ball, balls consistent length and line. So Lockie Ferguson will be very good pick in this position as well. He has been previously part of the KKR setup as well. So Lockie Ferguson is gettable at this price, and we should go for him. If not, there is another option, Marco Jansen. He is a very good young talent. He has taken the wicket of Virat Kohli a number of times, which is not an easy thing to do. You are taking the wicket of the top batsman of the world, and that to a number of times, which shows promise. And he is a very quick learner as well. So he has grown rapidly in the last year. So Marco Jansen is a very good talent, and we can invest upon him, and he should come around that range of 4 crores. If not, we can go for Mustafizur Rahman. He is also a very good option, economical bowler, left-handed bowler, opener, and then can bowl nicely in the depth over as well. And number 11 spot will be into the Varun Chakraborty. Now coming to the plan B, which will be the second preferred combination for me. So this is in this combination, David Warner will be my captain with an allocated budget of 14 crores, and we have to get David Warner in this combination. And the entire team is built upon the idea that David Warner is the captain. With him, Venkatesh Iyer will be opening, Rahul Tripathi at number 3 spot, and all the other replacements are already discussed, why they are important, how they can take the number 3 spot. KS Bharat for the number 4 spot. So the qualities that KS Bharat brings, I have already discussed. And if KS Bharat is not gettable at a price of around 3.5 crores, we have to look for other options like Dinesh Karthik, Robin Uthappa, which I already discussed. And there is Ambati Rayudu as well. So Ambati Rayudu is a very experienced player, can score big runs, can score 100 in important matches, brings in the experience. So he's on the higher side of his age, but he will bring the experience that a team requires. So we can go for Ambati Rayudu as well. Number 5 will be Andre Russell as discussed. 6 will be Shah Rukh Khan. All the potential replacements are also discussed. Kunal Pandya is discussed, what are the traits that he brings in, and all the potential options if we do not get Kunal Pandya are also discussed. Sunil Narine is discussed. Umesh Yadav is discussed. The potential options for Umesh Yadav is discussed. Number 10, Joe Hazlewood discussed. The potential options are discussed. And number 11 spot, Varun Chakraborty. So moving into the plan C. So in this plan C, I have taken Jason Holder as the captain and allocated a budget of 6 crore. He will be gettable within that price range, 6 crore. Now, if we take Jason Holder, one very important pick that we should do is Ishan Kishan, because if we are looking at a person who can captain the team, 2 or 3 years down the line, it will be Ishan Kishan for sure. He has done under 19 and Jharkhand captainship, and he can turn out to be a good captain as well for KKR. So we should invest upon him if we are presently considering Jason Holder as the captain. And if we do not get Ishan Kishan, then we have to go for options like Skid Down or the Particle, but they are obviously very less preferred choice. Ishan Kishan should be on that. Number second spot will be Venkatesh Iyer. Third will be Rahul Tripathi. Potential other options are discussed. KS Bharat and potential of other options are discussed for the number 4 spot. Number 5 spot is discussed. 6 and the potential replacements are also discussed. 7 Jason Holder. 8 will be Sunil Narine. Ninth will be Bhuvaneshwar Kumar here because we have a higher cap. Because of this combination, we can allocate some more budget for our Indian premium fast bowlers. So Bhuvaneshwar Kumar might be gettable at this price range because owing to his present form, he has not been in the greatest of his form, but he's a very good bowler. He has been the purple cap winner in IPL. He bowls economical spell, can bowl at depth over, and he can come into form at any stage in the IPL because that is the platform where he can prove himself and he can come back into the Indian national side. So Bhuvaneshwar Kumar is a very important pick that we can have for this spot. And potential replacement for Bhuvaneshwar Kumar will be Kartik Tyagi. He is a young and a fierce bowler. He might go around the price range of 2.5 to 3.5, anywhere between that, but franchises will bid for him because franchises prefer players who have lesser age, and Kartik Tyagi is a young talent. And apart from that, we can go for Shivam Mabi. So Shivam Mabi had a terrific domestic season. He has been part of the night setup previously, can bowl at a good pace, can swing the ball, so he's a good bowler. Then a less preferred choice will be Ishant Sharma, but still a choice because he is an experienced campaigner. He has previously been part of the KKR setup, and he bowls in the 120s and then 30s and can give you good spell because he's an experienced campaigner. So, and he has been part of the Indian cricket team setup as well, so brings in that experience. So that will be also be a option. Apart from that, T Natarajan will be a very good option, but problem will be T Natarajan is with his fitness, because when after his peak we did not see him much because he was not that much fit. So if he is coming to team, we have to look after his fitness, and physios need to work with him to have his fitness sorted. Otherwise, he's a very good bowler. He can bowl Yorkers, he can bowl at the depth, and he's an excellent bowler. But there are issues with his fitness. And one player that will definitely come in within that price, and maybe at a very low price as well, 1 crore, 1.5 crores, or maximum 2.5 crores, will be the Rajvardhan Hangarekar. And he bowls at the pace of 135, 136. He's an under 19 talent. He's good at with the bat as well. He's a pinch hitter, can hit the ball for 6, and he has a knack of hitting sixes as well. So he's also a good talent and might turn out to be a good player for the long run. So he's also option. Number 10 spot and the potential options are discussed. Number 11 spot will be Varun Chakraborty. Now it is also important to discuss the backup options. So there is a um, requirement for a backup for the opening spot or a top order batsman. So in that case, Dewald Brevis from South Africa, he is the under 19 player, and he is called Baby AB. If you have seen him batting, he will definitely remind you of AB de Villiers. He has multiple shots in his book, and he's a very good player to invest upon. So if you get him, you have very good investment. If you don't, there are other options like McDormand, who is a very good player from BBL, has excellent stat as an opener. He's a very good batsman, and he has proven records in BBL. So that is also an option. Jonathan Wills is another good player from BBL, but McDormand will be the first choice. Take Willie is a Australian under 19 player, and he's also a very good player. And Australian players tend to develop themselves in very small amount of time, and he's playing well in the under 19 setup as well of Australia. So we can also invest upon him, and we can see how he carries on in journey if we get a chance in the KKR setup. Apart from that, two players will definitely come in this price range will be Karun Nair and Amrish Raghuvanshi. So Karun Nair, we already know he was a previous night. He's a good batsman to have at the top order, and he has a 300 in his name for the Indian Test squad. Recent form has not been very good, but he can come into the he can prove himself given proper chance. And Ankrish Raghuvanshi is only 16 years old. He's a part of the under 19 team, performing terrifically over there, has good technique. So if there are chances that he's provided, and if we can groom him and we can grow him and develop him, he can prove to be a very good investment for us. Number two, Oswal or N Sindhu. So Vicky Oswal and N Sindhu both are left-arm spinner. Both balls economical spell, takes wicket. And Vicky Oswal is much like a Akshar Patel kind of a bowler, though it is not fair to compare a established player with an under 19 player, but he shows glimpses of it. He's a very good bowler. N Sindhu is also a very good bowler. We can definitely go for one of them. Uh, if we want to try combination, say I had showed a combination where we had Washington Sundar and Sunil Narine. Now, if we want to replace one of them with a left-hand spinner, we can have such combinations in the backup of our team, where Oswal and Nishant Sindhu is there, and we can look to invest upon them. So number third backup I have kept is Sheldon Jackson for a price of 30 lakh. He might tend to fare higher as well because of the domestic season that he had. He had a good domestic season, has good stats, but like there are certain players which are only preferred by certain franchises, other franchises stay out. So he has been such kind of a player in the previous auction. So Sheldon Jackson's, I guess we can get at 30 lakhs. If not, we have to look for other options. But the Indian bowling options, backup, I have kept options like Vaibhav Arora, Sandeep Warrier are good in Indian bowlers, and they have been part of the KKR setup previously. So we can give another chance to them at a price of around 30 lakhs. Next spot is all-rounder, and it is an important spot because Andre Russell is injury prone and we need to have some kind of a backup. So I've kept the budget also a bit higher for them. That is 1.5 crores, even though it is still less. But I think we can get this player around this range. Colin Granholm, Ben Cutting, and Adam Miller. One of them, if we can get around this range, it will be a very good pick for us. But the wicketkeeper spot, I have kept Team's effort at the price of 30 lakhs. Don't know. His base price till now might be higher as well. If it is higher, we have to look for other foreign wicket keeping options, and we need to have one good backup. For the fast bowling backups, I have kept two names, that is Chris Green or any other quality bowler. So Chris Green has been previously part of KKR setup, and he is good bowler. He has had limited chances, but given chance, he can prove himself. So we can invest upon him as a backup. Or Real Madrid, it is a very good bowler. He has excellent record in BBL. He's fast, he's exciting. He has good stats with him, and we can spend a little bit higher on such player. We can spend around 1.3 crores, and he may turn out to be an excellent player for KKR. So this completes the list of total 19 players, 11 players in the main team and 8 backups. And within that is within the price range of only 48 crores that we have in our purse right now. But there are limitations to these plans as well, as I said, because I do not know the base price of all the players. We do not have the complete list of all the players who have registered in this auction, and there are other things like I do not know the rounds in which player are going to come in. That is very important because prioritizing things and picks based on the rounds of the auction is also very important. The budget also gets like deferred based on the rounds of the auction. So that is also one more important thing to have. But I think I have tried to plan out a good formidable combination with the limited information that I have, and it might turn out to be helpful for the KKR management and ThinkPad. And thank you very much again. Bye.